What's up, beauties? You're tuning in to the Clean Beauty Podcast, hosted by celebrity makeup artist Cassandra McClure. You may have attended one of her Clean Beauty conferences or subscribed to the Clean Beauty Kit, her lifestyle subscription box. However you got here, welcome. Join us each week to learn about all things clean beauty. Let us know where you're listening from by tagging @Clean Beauty Podcast. Check us out anytime at cleanbeautypodcast.com to learn more.
I am doing a really fun interview today with Dionne James. She's here. Where are you from?
I'm from New York. I'm from Queens, New York, but I live in Atlanta right now, Atlanta, Georgia.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got started and really what your backstory is.
Well, I got started back in the late 90s. I opened up a braiding salon in Richmond, Virginia. I did that for about over 20 something years, had my salon, beauty school, and I started making products at home at first, just enough for my clients. I did a dry shampoo and just an oil. So I started out just doing my oils and my dry shampoo at home, like back in, like I say, maybe about at least 15 years ago. And they started to pick up. People loved it. It was hard to find products like that in the store, made for our hair, made for natural hair, African Americans hair. So it was really kind of difficult. So I started just kind of formulating my own little different concoctions at home. In my salon, we do a lot of hair braiding and protective styles. And protective styles mean like hair weaves, braiding, twisting, anything where your hair is resting for a while. So it's that you can't really shampoo it, give it a really good shampoo. So I had to come up with a dry shampoo that would work for the protective styles. They're kind of like how I got started with the actual products, just kind of doing it at home at first. And then I decided to take it to another level. Just only right before the pandemic is when I came out with my own full line: shampoo, conditioner, spreads, everything, the whole line. And I connected with a chemist who helped me launch my product line, which is vegan and plant-based.
Very
I wanted to go as natural as possible, of course, and that's what I did.
awesome. So there's no fragrance, no paraben.
No, none.
Babes.
Right, absolutely, none of that. So everything is just naturally comes from the plant, and so one of our number one sellers right now is our braiding jelly, which is really good to lay down your hairline. It's really good for frays. A lot of people like to like to make baby hair now with a lot of their hairstyles. So we use the braiding jelly to to accomplish that.
Mhm.
What else? I'll let you ask questions because I'll keep going on and on.
Sure. How important is it for you to have Black representation in the hair care industry?
It's very important because if you don't yourself have natural hair, you really can't talk to anyone else that have the same type of hair texture. Or what I mean by that is, we need someone who actually have natural hair, who have to deal with it, deal with the when our hair frizz up when it rains a different way. If it's like really really hot outside, our hair, we need certain products to maintain it, and you really can't go to anyone else who don't have natural hair. So I think it's important to have someone like myself, natural hair, to
So
represent.
you started a salon. Like, did you have your license to like cut or color hair, or like how did you?
Yeah, I went to cosmetology school in Brooklyn, Hair Design Institute, a long time ago. I went to school. I wanted to go. I wanted to know how to do everything if I needed to. So we also color hair at times, but yeah, I went to school for about a year, got my cosmetology license, and opened up my salon. I think I was about 20 when I opened up my salon in Richmond. Yeah, so I've been doing this for a long time.
what are some of the products that from your line that you'd recommend for like traveling and that sort of thing?
My dry shampoo. I would think that's a good, to if you don't have time to shampoo your hair, you can just spray it and towel blot. Another good one would be the mousse. If you just want to enhance your curls, your natural curls, you can just put the mousse on there and get up, and just go. Um, I would say I'll spritz if you just want to hold your hair, have your hairstyle last a lot longer. The spritz is very good. Um, and I would say those are probably the main three as far as traveling.
Awesome. And how about this? How do you recommend using the styling products? I mean, I got a bunch of them, and I mean, for sure they're intimidating because I'm like, I don't know if my dry, like fine, thin hair is really going to be the best, you know,
Right,
container to be
right.
using these. So I didn't know like what it was going to do to my hair.
Your hair.
So,
Right.
how?
Well,
I mean, how do you? I mean, is it for all hair types, or is it really
yeah.
based?
No, it's multicultural, but we do have some products that are definitely for coarser hair. So yes, it's for everyone. So you would use your shampoo the same way you would use any other shampoo, and the conditioner and the treatments and the everything else. But like braiding jelly, you probably wouldn't use on your hair because your hair is fine. You wouldn't need to lay it down with any braiding jelly. Um, but you can use a heat protector. We have that for when you flat iron your hair. You can use the same one. I think you can also, the dry shampoo is for everyone. I mean, you're just going to clean your scalp with that. The mousse is for anyone who wants to enhance their curls, if they have a little bit of texture to their hair. Uh,
So dry
so I would
shampoo
say
actually
yes,
cleans? I didn't know that.
yes, yeah, it does. It's a spray. It's not a powder. You know how the old fashioned ones they came like in a little white powder, but no, it's an actual spray. So you can just cleanse your scalp.
Oh,
It's
that's cool.
really, really great. Yeah.
So how do you recommend using the styling products to maintain your hair?
Well, like if you are wearing a protective hairstyle, you could just put the oil on your scalp. And also the mousse, it lays down all the frays. If you have braids or twists or any of those kind of styles, you just put the mousse on it.
Mm.
If you're using the braid jelly, you can put some on your hairline and then put a scarf, like a silk scarf, lay it down for about a good 15 minutes, and then it's going to lay down. You'll be fine. Um, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you have a little texture to your hair, like let's say it was fine hair like yours and you have texture, you can put the mousse in it and you can actually plait it in two plaits. And when you let it loose, it's going to be nice and wavy.
Okay. And
Hmm.
how many products do you have now in your line?
15,
Okay. And
15
so
right now.
there's two different lines or they're all one?
It's just one line, and there's just different. Like when you go to my website, it'll tell you which hair texture. Which products go with different hair textures, so you'll know which ones to choose.
Are you guys in stores? Where can people shop to find it?
Right now, we're on Walmart.com and on my website, DionneJamesSolutions.com, and we're soon to be on EssenceShop.com.
Okay, Walmart, that's pretty big.
Hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Was it
trying to
hard?
get in. No, not really. No, it wasn't that hard. Yeah, it really wasn't. You just, need to call them up. And then what they'll do is send you, of course, an email and you have to follow directions.
Mm,
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad.
okay, and how long have you been around?
The product I just launched, in March, right? Yeah, in March, but I've actually had my salon since 1992.
Wow,
Yeah, so it's been a while. Yeah.
very cool. So how's it been during COVID? Like, I mean, do you have a lot of other friends in the industry, and like, do you guys all talk, or is it were you kind of going in blind, like not knowing like how everything was going to go with COVID? Because I'm sure you planned your launch before COVID, right? Hit.
I did. I
Yeah.
did. I was so I was disappointed, of course, because we were closed, right? March, yeah, when we came out with the products. So we were closed for 2 months and a half, I believe, the salon. So I got a little nervous, but you wouldn't believe how the well, you know how how the World Wide Web is. You can actually, do a lot online through Instagram, Facebook, marketing,
Mhm.
word of mouth, and people still needed to do their hair in the house, so they were looking for products anyway. So that's what I did. I just talked about it on Facebook, talked about it, and pushed the line as much as I can, and we were able to at least sell a lot of products, more than what I expected,
Cool.
actually.
Is Facebook, did
Mhm.
you do the live selling platform? Did you try that yet?
I haven't. I need to, but yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I just kind of like just put little ads out on Facebook and Instagram, and that worked so far. It's been working, but I'm definitely interested in trying some other, ways.
Have you done any like live selling kind of QVC style, like any new innovative kind of things online with at all?
Not, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have been thinking about it. Yes, but not yet. I haven't.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, I really hope that we can get your products in the clean beauty kit sometime and really let people
Yes,
experience some of the products that are great for all hair types. And
yes,
I mean, I love the packaging. I love the bottles. I love kind of everything about it. Can you tell us a little bit about the sustainability like practices that you have? Because I noticed that I don't know if it's all of the products, but they didn't come in an extra box. I mean, shampoo and conditioner are usually just sold in the container that they're sold in.
yeah,
Um, so I just got all the products kind of just. I think I got a shampoo, conditioner, and then a couple other things. Um,
yeah.
but
And
in
you're
terms
saying the life shelf for them?
Just
It's
like in terms of
what do you mean?
sustainability, like what is it made of? Like what's the packaging? Is it recyclable? Are you guys looking at innovating to new packaging that is, sustainable, more sustainable, or is your packaging fully recyclable and biodegradable and all of that already?
Oh, wow. Honestly, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one yet, but I'll definitely find out. But because that is a good question. But as far as I know, because the company that I went through, they've been in the beauty industry for over 30 years. This is what they do. So,
Mhm.
I'm assuming it is, but I do need to know factual, because they do everything. They do the packaging for me, the bottling. They just tell me, hey, the life shelf is 18 months. We're good. So that's what I do know, but I'm not sure about all that technical part. But I could definitely find out.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
how did you go from working in a salon to creating products? Like, did you go in a lab? Did you kind of start formulating at your house? Like, what was the process
Yeah.
there?
Well, I started out at home, just fooling around with a bunch of different little, concoctions. And then I realized that I knew I couldn't make a whole line. I'm not a chemist and I'm not licensed. So I would need to partner up with someone who knows. And I found, a really good company, reputable company. I would say do your homework, check them out, make sure they've been around a long time and that they're experienced, check them out everywhere. Do your due diligence, period. And that's what I did. And when I found this company, I was really happy and pleased with them. We went back and forth. They sent me all these different samples until we got it right.
Cool.
So I'm very pleased with them. And that's what I
And
did pretty much.
where are they based?
In California.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool. And
Yeah.
you're still in New
Mhm.
York?
No, I'm in Atlanta. So
Okay.
I started that a year ago, the whole full line. A year ago is when I started working on it. So we launched it in March. So I've been in Atlanta for 4 years. Yeah.
Cool. And how do you think like working with, because it sounds like you have, how many people work on your team? Do you know? Like
Right now it's just three of us.
three. Okay. But
Yeah.
both
You're
have
talking about from at my salon or. Mhm.
like with Dionne James, your brand.
Oh, my solution. Oh my goodness. Probably about one, two, three, maybe about 4 people right now.
Okay. And then you
You
have
know,
a publicity PR company as well?
yes, yes, that's what I have right now.
And
So
how
far, it's been working.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think that when you're a new product, you have to get the word out. You have to get the information out. So if you can afford to hire someone to help you do that, that's what's best.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is do you have any tips for anybody that might be starting a business? Something that you didn't expect or something that was you wish you knew before you started?
Um, I think that I probably would have built a bigger team. It's been rough doing everything by myself, a lot of things by myself. I have some help with the marketing, but not enough. Because you just can't afford it when you're just starting out. You're trying to wear so many different hats. But if you can possibly barter, maybe with some other people out there, I say go for it because there's a lot of people who may want your services, maybe, and in return, they can do some things for you because otherwise you'll get burnt out kind of quickly. And I am exhausted just a little bit, but I'm hanging in there. At the beginning, you have to be hands on because you can't trust anybody with your baby. You have to be. So that's just what it is. You got to put in the work. But it'll pay off, if you stay consistent and you're passionate, you'll be okay. You'll get through it. Because if you love it, you're not gonna mind putting in the work anyway.
Yeah. So in terms of
Mhm.
the plant-based ingredients, why did you decide to go plant-based?
Well, I know for me, my hairline was kept getting, like damaged very quick, easily, from wearing braids and twists over the years. And even not even wearing it, I noticed that a lot of my clients also were coming in with a lot of hair just thinning on the top or usually around the hairline. So I just figured that if I go as natural as possible, because that's where it all began with the plants, if I go as natural as possible, I should be able to help them with their hair growth.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the chemicals will stunt the growth, you know. So I figured let me go as natural as possible. And then I'm a lot more conscious about even what I eat, So I figured why not just do the whole thing? Be conscious about what you eat and also what you put in your hair.
What are the plants that your products are based with?
Of course, aloe. I knew you was gonna ask that. Aloe vera, sunflower. Wait, I got a whole list over here. Oh my goodness, it's so many. Uh, yeah. So we have a lot of aloe base and lemongrass, bark, um, peppermint, of course, tea tree. We have all of a whole bunch of different ones.
That's great.
Hmm.
Um, so when you launched, did you think that you were going to be in stores, or did you just kind of have an idea that you wanted your own brand in the salon?
Yes. Initially, it was just in the salon. And then I started to think a little differently and said, hey, let me do it online, of course. And then I said, oh, wait a minute. And then honestly, when COVID hit, I was like, I may need to live off of this for a little while. So maybe I should think about trying to put it as many places as I can. I also have it in, I forgot to tell you, I also have it in a beauty supply store in Richmond, Virginia, um, and also called Beauty Empire, and one in Atlanta called PJ Beauty. So yeah, so I just started thinking that I probably need to get it as many places as I possibly can.
Hmm, that's cool. So how
Hmm.
does a growth oil or serum really work?
Uh, I think it works really well because you're just using all the ingredients that stimulate follicles. Like the tea tree. Like the almond oil, like the lemongrass, all of that. You're just using just that. You're not putting a whole bunch of other things in it, like chemicals. So I think that as long as your hair can grow, it will grow. Meaning that as long as your follicles aren't scarred and that's something that a dermatologist would have to talk to you about. I usually, when a client comes in to me, I usually tell them to just, first go see their dermatologist first and find out if it's any scarring, because you can't create a miracle, of course. So if it's no scarring and your hair can grow, it should grow, and I always say it starts from eating right from within, and then you can also work on the outside.
Great. Well, thank you
Mhm.
for all the tips. Let's do a little IG. We got Dionne James here with the Queen Beauty Podcast. We just did an interview, so you guys stay tuned. Okay, cool. And I'll tag, I know you have two accounts. You have Essence of Braids, and then you have Dionne James
Uh,
Solutions, right?
yes,
You have both.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Making sure. So that's where you guys can find the products, and then the Essence of Braids is the salon,
yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
it is.
I had to get those
Yes,
right. So
you
I was
got
like,
it.
what? Okay, cool. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for interviewing
Thank you,
today.
Cassandra.
Happy Friday. Thank you so
Yes,
much. I wish you the best.
thank
And
you.
if you ever
Thank
need
you.
anything, I mean, I'd love to get your products out there and share them with the clean beauty
I
community. I
appreciate it.
think what you're doing is really great. And I love that you
Thank
are
you.
also an artist. I started as a makeup artist, and you grow over time and you launch other businesses. And so it's
Yes,
always nice to
absolutely.
connect.
Mhm.
And yeah, let me know if you ever need anything at all. I'm here. And
Yes,
yeah, well,
absolutely. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for having me. I appreciate you.
of
Okay.
course. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye bye.